This is my great friend Dacia Thorson with Honest Pastures, your favorite faux imitation meat, vegan, plant-based company that is delicious. She's slaying some steaks and kebabs and ribs and vegan chicken, and this girl's got it going on. So excited about this episode because she's gonna show us her delicious raw vegan walnut meat tacos. They are absolutely out of this world, and she's showing us a bonus today of her raw vegan dill cashew sour cream. It is mouth-watering delicious. I can't wait to show you how to make this today, but before we get started, Dacia, tell us a little bit about you, Honest Pastures, how long you've been doing this, and what's your motivation?
So I went vegan 10 years ago, and I didn't stop eating animals because I didn't like the way they tasted. I stopped eating animals because I didn't want to hurt them anymore.
Yeah.
And in that process, I wanted still those comfort foods.
Right.
So I designed a plant-based meat, still satisfy that craving that you have with steaks, ribs, corned beef. And I've been an animal rights activist for 10 years too. We've been in business about a little over 1 year now, and things are going fantastic.
I'm glad to have her here today. I'm glad to have her as my friend.
Me
and
too.
Of course, one of our partners on Courtney Uncooked. So definitely when you go to our website, CourtneyUncooked.com, and click on partners, you can get a link to Honest Pastures and learn all about her stuff. It is great. And while you're there, make sure you remember to follow Courtney Uncooked on Instagram, like Courtney Uncooked on Facebook, and subscribe to Courtney Uncooked on YouTube, and hit that notification bell so that you get my free raw vegan recipe each Monday night. All right, so we're gonna get started here, and we're gonna make everything today in our Breville Sous Chef 16-cup food processor. This bad boy comes with a large cup and a small cup, and we're gonna use them both. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with the meat. We decided we're going to put the sun-dried tomatoes in the large bowl first, get these all blended up before we add the walnut meat, because we're gonna need a lot less walnut meat, a lot less time for the walnut meat to blend up because the walnuts are so soft, where these, even though they've been soaking a few hours, they're still gonna be tougher to do. So I'm gonna put some of the spice in there with them now too. Just get that in there, get that in there.
So the spices that you're using are...
Thank you, yes. What am I using?
Garlic, salt, a little bit of salt, paprika, ground cumin, chili powder.
Yep. And so I know that Dacia and I both love spicy things, and so I actually tripled the recipe. If you take the recipe that I'm going to give you today at the end of the show, it's going to have a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of chili powder. If you're not into spice, back that down to 1 teaspoon, but you still definitely want to keep that in there because that's going to help give it that authentic meaty taste. All right, so we're just going to get started here. Like I said, just get that nice and blended up. You don't have to have that, but you're gonna love how it's gonna taste with the walnuts. As you can see, once you blend up the sun-dried tomatoes, it's going to have almost a vegan barbecue-like consistency. If you've ever seen barbecued jackfruit, it looks exactly like that.
So it still has little chunks in it,
yes,
not
it does.
quite a paste.
Right. And so now that that's there, I'm going to go ahead and add both cups of walnuts, the rest of the spices, and the rest of the nutritional yeast. Again, the nutritional yeast is optional. Sun-dried tomato water. I'm just gonna add that in here. I'm just gonna keep that,
Probably like a quarter cup.
Keep that on hand and just add that as needed here. All right. This is always fun to do. We always dance when we're blending. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go in here and push down some from the sides, although, gosh, I got to tell you,
that looks pretty good.
That looks perfect.
It does.
We are going to take off this, and we're going to put all the taco meat in a bowl, and then we're going to use the small food processor cup, and we're going to make your dill cashew sour cream. It is so delicious. And Dacia, do you know, what did one nut say to the other nut when he sneezed?
I don't know.
Cashew! So as you can see, this walnut meat, the consistency is absolutely perfect. It looks just like ground beef. So thank you for always reminding me. I just push it on and dance and forget about it when I really should pulse it. And because this is absolutely perfect consistency. All right, so we've got our ground beef, and now we're gonna make the delicious dill cashew sour cream, which actually takes the place of the cheese for me. Whenever I make tacos, I usually make a cheese to go with it as well, but now that I've discovered this cashew sour cream, I'm just using that, no cheese, and then of course any toppings that you want. So this is super easy. We've just got 3/4 cup of water, which I like to add first, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, raw apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
You can also use lemon juice if you prefer.
Oh, okay. Yep, I've only done it with lime. I'll never alter this in any way. This recipe is perfect. Don't change anything.
So good.
It is so good. So we've got 1/2 teaspoon of dill here, which just makes this. And then we've got our cashews. Okay, so now we've got everything in the compartment of the small food processor. And now this we're not going to pull. So we want this as creamy as we possibly can. So this is going to take a while, actually. We're just going to let it go. Okay, so over here we have all the toppings that you may want to use. And so I love tomatoes, and I have just cut up avocados here. You can make this into a beautiful guacamole, but I just prefer plain avocados. I love them. Some shredded carrots. This looks like cheese. Cilantro. I'd love to just sprinkle some lime on the top of my tacos.
Definitely.
Dacia loves cabbage.
Yes, I do.
And then spring onions. You can use any kind of onions you want, purple onions, white onions. I love spring onions if I can get them. So we're gonna have spring onions today. And then we're gonna wrap it all up into a romaine leaf. So I can't wait. And as you can see, Dacia is just gonna start assembling the tacos. Okay, this looks really good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna pour this into a bowl. Look at this beautiful dill cashew sour cream, raw vegan,
Yummy.
delicious. You can do this with a romaine leaf. You can do it with a collard. You can do it with anything.
Kale.
Kale, yeah.
Probably not spinach, but you could make a spinach salad and top it.
So just look at that. Big, sloppy walnut meat, raw vegan taco with cashew dill sour cream cheese on the top and sprouts, and it looks like you've got some cheese in there and it's dripping on the plate. I mean, this thing looks so good, Dacia.
That's delicious.
All right, look, show them yours. Hers is a little nicer and neater than mine, but
You ready?
cheers to you.
Cheers.
To health and wealth. What else is there? Making walnut meat tacos with my girl Dacia. These things are so good, they're gonna amaze ya. The meat was so authentic, tasted